Alrighty, AdaWongLover5 here, guys. Just telling you, that is not a picture of me, by the way. I am bald, but I'm not that handsome. I kind of refuse to show my face on screen. I'm gonna tell you guys that a lot of good stuff is, coming up. I got, a video screen recorder for my laptop, and also some video editing software. So, I set this to record for 23 minutes. I guess I could go into my history with games and why I'm not that competitive. And I could go on and tell you about how. See, this is the best thing about not showing my face, is because I'm gonna screw up a lot. I guess I could start with, like, why I'm doing this exactly. I'm in college, and when I'm not doing work, I'm very bored. So, after a while of thinking about it, I decided that, yeah, I think it would be really, really fun if I okay, I need to turn it would be really fun if I just made some videos after watching a lot of people, like, Angry Video Game Nerd, Angry Joe, JonTron, Spoonie, all those guys, all those well-known, game reviewers. I said, I could do that. I could do it without a script, too. It'd be terrible, but, and some things. Part of the reason why I don't use a script is because I also kind of got into this thing because of Maximilian and his videos on fighting games. I'll have a link below in case you don't know about him. But yeah, that's the main reason why I don't do scripted gameplay, because of his live sessions. Sometimes, because sometimes I noticed that when he did recordings, he didn't seem to actually notice and react to certain things when he was talking about the videos. And I think that was because he was reading a script. So that's why, I guess I could talk about my history of video now. I've been gaming ever since I was, Super Nintendo era. Actually, no, we had an NES. We had an NES and we had an SNES. We also had a PC. I was a PC gamer for a while. Not anymore. It's a dark, dark era now. Nothing but RPGs as far as I can see. Now, I don't hate PC games or PC gamers. I just think that a game is better played on a console. I've always been like, I've Like, let's see. I already said, I've been a gamer ever since the NES era. Born in 1992, SNES, that sort of thing. Our first 3D game console was not the N64. We got a PlayStation 1 or PSX. I don't know why they were called PSXs. It's almost say 64. That's a big number. Let's be mysterious with an X. So, and of course, I played all the classics on the PlayStation 1, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. All those great ones. So, yeah. Then, this is a funny story. I'm not good at math. I'm terrible at math. So, as a reward, one day, my mom said, if you learn your multiplication tables, you'll get a GameCube. I did. I got a GameCube. That was probably like the next console we got after the PlayStation. And then we got a PS2, but it wasn't mine. It was my brother's, and he would always fight over it and say, "It's mine." Not very fun. Yeah. And eventually after that, we got a Wii. I don't even remember how we actually got the Wii. I don't remember why we got the Wii. I honestly don't. Was it a family? Yeah, I think it was like for the family during Christmas, Thought it was a fun idea. Just like everyone else. So, got the Wii. Had fun with that. Graphics don't make the game. Gameplay makes the game. Thanks, Asian people. We would like to play. Yes. And we would like to eat our food. Then we got PlayStation, and then I got my PlayStation 3 and my own PS2. So, all right, that's basically my history with the consoles that I've owned. History of games in general. Like I said, I was a gamer in the SNES era. Never really, did stuff proactive. Never really got into the arcade scene. I was always a big fan of those random guys that just when I did go to an arcade anywhere, it was always fun, and I was always a big fan of those guys that were really good. Those mysterious fat people who just own Tekken, and you're like, because you're so young, you're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. The most amazing thing I've ever seen. I guess you could say, I'm a little bit late to the party. I wasn't around, hell, my first Street Fighter game was Alpha 3. So I wasn't around during the great, third Street Fighter 3 era. Street Fighter Alpha. Love that game. There was And on the GameCube, I fell in love with Soul Calibur, which, honest to God, Soul Calibur 2 is, to this day, the best Soul Calibur game. I don't know why they won't go back to that system. I mean, Soul Calibur 5 is great. Soul Calibur 4 was terrible. 3 was alright. It was bad, but it wasn't 4 bad. But why can't they do that again? Oh my god. They can hit gold, but they can't hit it again for some reason. Why I choose to game casually? I guess that's just because of my upbringing, you know? Just have fun with the game, you know? You don't need to get all competitive. And not helped by the fact that, you know, I honestly have a disability. Yeah, I have minor cerebral palsy. So it's not like ridiculously bad, but it does. I can still kick ass. It's just that, you know, I can't press the buttons ridiculously fast. Like, I don't mash my supers in any game that has that. So, excuse me. Yeah, I don't mash supers. I can't. If I do that, I know I'll screw up the match for me. It doesn't hinder me too much. It's just that the times when I need to press the button really quickly. But you know, the most important aspect of a game is to have fun. It's not to just, oh, it's fun to win. I'm not gonna lie there. But if someone is truly better than you at a game, you shouldn't get mad. You shouldn't get bitter. You should either respect the player, or like ask, oh, how did you do that? You know, don't get mad at something as mundane, or it's just not worth it to get stressed over a game. Now that I do have video editing software, I hope I can actually do the top 10 grabs or thing I want to do. So, and I've excessively played a lot of fighting games, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, sorry if I pause a lot. That's just me trying to think of something to say. I also feel that maybe I should write some episodes. I am a good writer. Maybe in the future you will see written episodes. Maybe. But I'm not gonna be an angry gamer. I'm not gonna be like that sort of guy. I'm gonna be the sort of guy who's accidentally doing things and screwing up button combinations. I do that a lot. That's another downside. I feel like this is it. This is all I have to say. So until next time, AdaWongLover5. Or I'm also known as Deathclaw44. If you favorited my Gana tomorrow picture, I thank you. I love you. That is my most popular picture on DeviantArt. But until next time, I thought this was going to be 23 minutes long. Guess I'll have to shorten it. See ya, dudes. Yeah.